Hey, today I want to talk about the concept of hypothesis-driven development or value-driven development. Uh, this came from, it's drawn from a number of different fields: Agile Development, Lean processes, DevOps. Like it's the confluence of a lot of things, and it's described really well in Alex Cowan's book. Hypothesis-driven development. I might end up referring to it as value-driven development a lot because that's just the way I'm thinking about it. This goes back to a way that people have been doing software development, which is called test-driven development, where basically you write tests to see if your software is doing the right thing, if it's doing what you intended for it to do. And so people started writing their tests before they even wrote the software. And then they would start writing software to try to get it to pass the test. So you know that like if you're passing the test, then your software is doing what was intended. People have built on that concept with this idea of behavior-driven development, where you start off before you even write tests to try to, you write what's called a behavior or a feature file, where you're describing the feature of this is how this feature should behave. And then based on that behavior, that expected behavior, you can go back and write tests for that behavior, and then you go back and write your software. So that way you're writing software to the specific behaviors that you're interested in your software having, or the features that you want your software to have. Value-driven development kind of builds on that, takes it to the next level. So behavior-driven development is asking, does our software do what we intended for it to do? Value-driven software asks, does it matter? Or really, does it matter enough to be worth it? So it's asking a couple of things. How much did it cost to create those features, and how much value are we getting out of those features? And value-driven development starts with figuring out who are we even trying to serve here? Who are the sort of personas that we're trying to help? And then we, once we have a clear understanding of who are we trying to help, then we ask, well, what do they need? What jobs are they trying to get done in their lives? And then once we have an understanding of who we're developing for and what they need, then we can start to say, okay, well, let's see if we can develop solutions for those needs. So you have a persona definition with tests to see if any given individual fits into your persona. Then you have sort of value propositions or jobs to be done, where you say, okay, based on some initial research that we've done in talking with these people or other data that we have in interactions with them, we found that these are things they want to get done. And so we can develop tests around that and say, like, how do we know that we're actually helping them get this job done? And those tests may, I think each feature you build, you'll have to have a different way of testing, each job that needs to be done, you'll probably have to devise a specific way to test, are we actually delivering that value that they're looking for? And this is nice because it separates the problem from your solutions. So now your solutions are the specific features that you're going to try to build to address the problem, right? And so you can test these features against the my wife's just getting home, so you hear my dog's getting excited there. So we can test these features against the problem that we were trying to solve and see, are we actually impacting that in the test that we previously defined. So now it's truly value-driven development. We're seeing, are we actually getting the value? That's the end test. Are we actually getting the value that we wanted to get from this software? So that's the idea of value-driven development, and I'm going to be getting probably a lot more into that in the coming videos. So stay tuned, and we'll have some more dogs and some more value-driven development concepts for you. And I'm also trying to implement this myself right now, so hopefully I'll be able to share with you what's working and what's not working in making value-driven development like a core part of how we actually operate as a company. Thanks. I'll see you all next time.